Hi, my name is Isabel. I really like films, but there's one thing, especially rom-coms, that's like my favorite genre. But there's one thing that annoys like the hell out of me, and that is the lack of realistic representation of relationships. You know, in a classic rom-com, when everything that there is that happens in the movie basically that determines the narrative is the fact that eventually these two are gonna end up together, or they don't, but usually they do because of the happy end, and then that's it. You know, they fall in love, they meet, and the end goal is always the relationship. It's always the marriage, the wedding, the getting together. There's nothing after that. You know, they meet, they have some difficulties. Maybe there's a climax. Maybe there's a thing that they have to go through. There's an, I don't know, cleansing of the narrative or something, and then they are together, and then the movie ends. You know. And the reason why that has always annoyed me is because I have realized that many people sort of model the way that they behave in relationships from what they see in movies or in series, you know? And so if you watch a lot of rom-coms, and rom-coms are usually not realistic. I mean, obviously there are people who have these rom-com meetings, rom-com falling in love styles. And if you watch too many of those movies, you end up behaving like that in real life. And then eventually you end up putting these movies into real life, and then they exist in real life, you know what I mean? But at the same time, nobody has a rom-com relationship because those don't exist. Because the rom-coms or these movies, they're always directed at the like getting into the relationship. There's no relationship after the getting together, you know? As soon as they marry, as soon as they are together, as soon as this wedding is over, as soon as they actually got to the first date, whatever, as soon as they confess their love and everybody's happy, the movie ends. There's no relationship. They never date. You know, they never actually, I don't know, do the dishes together or have the very boring and very mundane and very sort of unromantic part of their daily life together, of moving in together and then not like the move in together, which is just one afternoon of fun and painting the walls, maybe 2 afternoons, but then living together, you know, discussing who takes out the trash, who buys the toilet paper, who picks up the kid from daycare, you know? And so nobody can have a rom-com relationship because it doesn't exist. Because there is no movie that is about the boringness of a daily relationship, which to me, it isn't boring because I like it, but if you take your dating behavior from movies, you cannot know how to be in a relationship because it doesn't exist. Because there's no relationship really actually represented. I mean, maybe there is, but not in standard, you know, big blockbuster rom-coms. That doesn't exist.